Hello, I'm Brennan from the Watford FCNL supporters group. So yeah, watched the Burnley game, and it was not our best game so far. Of course, it was defending was not the best. What we see, you see Dawson was searching for his position. Even like huge, it was at Leicester City at home. It was one of the men of the match for me with Dawson, and today he was not the best. He was playing like searching for what he need to do and kind of stuff like that. I think we got in the first 5 minutes with the free kick, a good chance from Dawson from the right side of the box, heading, but it was an easy take it for that keeper. And then Burnley come and don't stop with attacking football. It was as well a little bit a midfield game, a lot of passes on the midfield, and then it will be a difficult game, of course. When you score, you are ahead, and then they will open as well. Yeah, you got not a lot of chances. You got a few chances. Dawson Dini, it's 2 in the first half. Then in the first half, of course, Rodriguez scores one time. You think, okay, if he scores now, it's not nice, but yeah, we can go on. But luckily, it was offside, and then we go on to the half time. A lot of saves as well by Ben Foster. One save from the line, from one defender. I don't know. I can't remember who it was. So yeah, it was not a game to watch and say, okay, it's good football. If you look to that goal, that was a good goal from a good striker. When you're a good striker, you can come for your man and take the header, and it was a good goal. Dan Foster had nothing to do about that goal. So you come 1-0 behind. You hope that the Golden Boys will be pushing forward for that 1-1, like against Leicester City. Burnley was defending well. They were solid in their defending, and our attacking was yesterday not the best. So let's move on to the Southampton game at Vicarage Road. Will be important to take 3 points there. So see you later, and happy birthday to Andy Gray.
Evening everyone, this is Pitch for the Watford Way on YouTube. Just remember, subscribe to the Watford Way for the latest updates. What can I really say about that game? It was absolutely poor. I thought first half we just didn't really get in the game. Burnley bullied us to the point where we weren't winning anything in the air. There was only the really aerial threat, if we did have anything, was from Deeney. I like the fact that Nigel dropped Pereira and put on Danny Welbeck. It was nice seeing him getting pretty much most of the game as well. So that bodes well. An extra attacking threat going into the crucial running of games. But we need to really change it up. Something's got to change. Attitude, intensity, certainly, because it took us pretty much a full half, including one stoppage, to really get into the game. Second half, better performance. Had a couple of chances, especially the one cleared off the line, even though goal line technology was never going to be used for that, because it was well cleared off the line by the Burnley youngster. Any other day, I think Hughesy would have buried his chance. It was a difficult chance to really take. Half volley, arrowing into the top corners was unlucky from him. We've had one or two other chances, but really they were only half chances. And we got, once again, typical story to our season. We have a few chances, looked like we're getting into the game, and got sucker punched by, to be honest, if you're looking at Burnley's point of view, that was a good goal. From our point of view, we always say defend from the front, but there was a catalogue of errors, gave them too much room. Good crossing from our right, their left. And Jay Rodriquez, great header from their point of view. It was a good goal, but our point of view, there should have been more cover on the right. Once again, I've been highlighting this with Kiko, not Kiko directly at fault for a lot of the last two games, but he's not being covered. And also Craig Dawson, who was absolutely immense last game, just had one of those moments where he fell asleep and allowed the striker to get right behind him and dive head of the ball past despairing Ben Foster. So not much else to really say. There wasn't much positive to really come out of that, apart from really we looked a little bit better in the second half, but we need to step up a gear if we're going to get at least, probably I see at least 3 or 4 wins to be certain to stay up. It's very tight down here. There's like a lot of people are saying, I think Dean Smith was saying it is a mini league going on now between the 4 or 5 of the teams at the bottom. It's very, very tight, and every point counts. Okay, we always say we'll settle for a point, but wins will take us out of this. But the thing is, it's a big if. We need to start winning.
Hello guys, Roberto here, and I'm here to talk to you about the Burnley review. Now, the quality of the game was just so poor from Watford's point of view. Not great from Burnley's either, but they just got their goal and it got them the 3 points. Just, oh my gosh, I'm just so frustrated, man. The lack of fans, you'd think that would be a bit of a problem for Burnley, because usually Burnley is a tough place to go. But without the lift of the home support, I thought that we'd, have more of a chance. We've already seen in the Bundesliga, of course, that nearly half of the games, or more than half, are being won by the away side. But so far, there's been quite a lot of draws in the Premier League, more than anything. But yeah, all the midweek games, Villa drawing, that wasn't ideal. But basically, all the Villa, other than the Villa game, all the midweek games have just gone our way. And although it is tight down there, we had a big ambition today to go to Turf Moor and get 3 points to really keep our head above the water and, have a bit of breathing space in the relegation battle. But it was such a good opportunity with all those teams dropping points. Villa unfortunately drew, but, with Bournemouth losing against Wolves, with, all those teams, Villa obviously not winning is good, but Norwich losing as well. We just had to pounce on this. We had to get a win. And you'd think after that 5-0 loss for Burnley on Monday night, they'd be down in the dumps. They had less time to recover than us, so they should be more exhausted. But they just looked so much sharper the first 15 minutes than us. We just were so sloppy. And I'll get onto that in a bit, but man, it's just so frustrating. Burnley started on the front foot, definitely. They dominated that first half. So many chances for Burnley, and the team press, we really didn't show it a lot at all. In the Leicester game, the Doucouré's team press of playing in that number 10 role, helping Deeney, and we were really successful at it against the Foxes. But today it wasn't there. Doucouré didn't start, but as soon as Doucouré did come on in the second half from that substitution from Nigel Pearson, we just looked a completely different team. But we just had so many chances, and in this relegation scrap, we have to be clinical. Under Pearson, we've, been a bit more in your face in terms of the press, and that's good, because it's good to win the ball back like that. And people like Will Hughes have been the epitome of that. But today it just wasn't right. And Watford's man of the match for me, I have to go with Craig Dawson. Now this is an interesting one. Of course, he didn't keep a clean sheet, and he was trying to stop the goal going in. But generally, I thought he had a good game. He proved why he should maybe just start more games often. Cabaselli was the one that really struggled. He had a chance early on. He should have had a chance, because Craig Dawson with a header, and he should have squared it, but it was hit straight at Pope, and Cabaselli could have scored there. But Cabaselli generally was looking a bit shaky, and he got subbed off at half-time for Craig Cathcart. But really, I think Pearson has been so good for us. He's given us momentum, but we're just too stop-starty in the last few games, and that win against Liverpool was our only real, great moment. To be honest, we've just not got a run going, and it's very frustrating. The quality of that goal from Burnley, though, it has to be said, it was very good, but we just need to get, out to their player more. It was a nice little touch. I think it was Brownhill that got it through to Dwight McNeil, and we can't afford him that amount of space. We know the quality he's got on that crossing, and man, it's just frustrating. I think our man of the match was Craig Dawson. Our worst player of the game, though, I think would probably be Etienne Capoue, because he just gave the ball away so many times. And that free kick at the end, I'll talk more about that, but that was absolutely dreadful. Man, I'm going to sum it up now. So, in the first half, it's really frustrating. We had chances. Rodriguez scored, but he just offside, and we were lucky by that because our defenders were nowhere and we had to be more on our toes. I've done a half-time review on my YouTube channel, so check that out and I'll cover more bits in that video. But it was a great ball in by Sarr earlier on in the first half, and Welbeck didn't know where he was. Welbeck just really struggled in this game, didn't have the clinicalness that he should have. And in that second half, what a chance it was for Danny Welbeck. It's just so frustrating. He should have finished it sooner. He had too many touches on the ball, and it was a great position. He should have at least passed. And I don't know why Pearson took off Troy Deeney, to be perfectly honest, people. Troy Deeney's our talisman. He needs to be the man playing for us 90 minutes, and he's winning the headers, and then we're trying to launch the box at the end, and there's no one there to win the headers. Andre Gray, he can't win headers. It's just so frustrating, and we had so many good chances. Troy Deeney, one of them, a brilliant little header from a corner. It was cleared off the line by Dwight McNeil. But what a chance for Adam Messina with a header. Should have finished that. And Dawson had another good chance in the first half. As well as his early on header, he got another header from a corner and he just headed over. But, man, Foster saved with his legs to deny Vidra. And then Vidra hitting the post in the first half. We were lucky to get away with that one. But, man, we really have to respond against Southampton. And the subs from half-time were the right subs, but ultimately it was a game of two halves and Burnley got that goal against the run of play. Really frustrating. Southampton is now a 6-pointer